and saying, what a fiddle. But my next guest is genuine. We have applied every possible test to this man, and, well, he just is. It really is the truth. If you're a classical music buff, you're going to love this item, and if you're not, you'll sit there boggle-eyed, I promise you. He is not a professional entertainer. He is a doctor, and he's come from America to present this, well, I don't know what you'd call it. It's not an art form, but it's a heck of a lot of fun and to party. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome Dr. Arthur Lintgen. Hello, Doc. You really are, aren't you? Doctor of medicines and things.
That is correct.
That is correct. Now, I haven't told them what you do. Now I'll tell them, because they're not going to believe this. And you can try it yourself as you get your own LPs out. You can look at an LP and read the grooves.
That is correct.
It's classical music from a certain period.
Yeah, basically orchestral classical music from the time of Beethoven on to the 20th century, the early 20th century, which encompasses about 130 or 140 years of orchestral music.
Now, we thought it might be a nice idea if we brought in a couple of independent witnesses who have a vast knowledge of classical music. In fact, the gentleman helps to create it. He has earned more Grammys, and this is amazing, than the Beatles and Michael Jackson. Here with his wife, Lady Valerie, Sir George Solti. Do have a seat. You patted that and that stays shut. That was wonderful. In fact, I'd like you to move it away towards your husband so that this man can't get at it. Lady Valerie, you went to a well-known musical store that houses hundreds and hundreds of records, yes?
Thousands.
Thousands?
Thousands.
Ah. And you chose a wide range of those, and then you took those home, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you then reduced those to a certain number.
That's right, yes.
And Sir George, between you, you have covered the labels, yes?
Yes, sort of.
On both
But the
sides?
labels are covered up. You can't see what it is.
You can't see
They're
what
just-
it is.
Nothing.
It's all
There's
covered up.
nothing to indicate what's on them at all. And only we know.
And you've made the list out yourself.
Yes.
Here in my
Here.
pocket. Here.
Would you take out one of the LPs, and I'd like you, Valerie, if you wouldn't mind, to check the list. But first of all, take out the LP, Sir George, and hold it up so camera 5, sort of flatten it to camera 5 to show people at home that we've marked them side A, and then if you turn it over and hold it very steady, side B. If you just hold that really steady. Would you like to pass that across now to this gentleman? And,
I think he's already decided it. I saw him looking at it even from a distance.
well, he looks across a room, and sometimes that can be done, but
I've done that in the past.
he's done it in the past. But for those clever clogs at home who were sitting there saying, oh, yes, there is a little serial number off the label, but we've made our stickers big enough to cover that.
This is the Brahms First Symphony.
Fantastic.
You think it is?
It is.
Well, I'm going to take it off so the people at home can see this. If I can just take that off the sticker. Good. It is the Brahms First Symphony in C minor, Opus 60. Very good. That's amazing. I'm going to have another one, because I've been doing this now with you for days, and I just love this. Now, there's another one.
This is Ein Heldenleben by Richard
I
Strauss.
think that's not the beginning.
Really?
Quite extraordinary.
It's fantastic.
I tell you, I think this is hysterical. Right across the nation now, there are going to be people going... This is Elton John singing flat. Sorry, Elton. Richard Strauss's Ein Helden... I can't even say it. Glorious record. Just before you pass that over, because this really is, I mean, it's an amazing demonstration. I've got to say, just before we pass this over, that it is true to say we put you in a room and you were alone writing your lists and making things up.
Totally.
It really is true. I mean,
We had a selection of records, and from that, before the show, we were locked up in the dressing room, and we selected from the ones that we'd already selected, these ones. Nobody knows at all.
Yeah. And the initial selections made by yourself. Fine, could I pass that
Why
one?
don't you pass that just to him? That's the Dvorak's New World Symphony.
No,
It is.
Yes, it is. You changed that at the last
We made
minute.
one selection, and we said, no, we think we will have something
it's
else.
unbelievable.
I just think it really is amazing. And the next record, you might...
So, George, could you hold this one over there? Just sort of
It's a long way away.
flip it over the other side.
B. That's all I can see.
This is more complicated.
It's more complicated.
Okay, how many pieces of music on that?
It is on that side. It's one piece of
That's
music.
Debussy's La Mer, I think.
Fantastic. Fantastic. It is.
Is it? It is. Well, listen, because we will have...
It's unbelievable.
you know, we cover a wide range of viewers here, and I've got to say that you were nice enough to say you watched also. I'm going to take the labels off here. It is Debussy's La Mer, and I'm going to just put it on here and play a little, just to prove that these really, you see, we've got to prove everything to the people at home. And we're not kidding, these really are the real thing. Yeah, even I know that one.
No, you don't.
Oh, yes, I do. I've listened to this and been seasick. It really is amazing. While that's on there, what exactly do you look for? Because,
Well-
you know, I mean, I just look at a record.
Well, there's a lot of different things that can contribute to the appearance of the grooves, but the most important factor is the dynamic range of the music. That is to say, the varying degrees of volume of the music. If you look closely at the record there, you can see that some of the grooves look different. There's some that are very black and some that are more
Like
silvery.
that there.
Right.
And then there's a sort of
the silvery
a
area.
mushy band, isn't there?
Right.
A silvery band, yeah.
Well, the real black ones are very soft parts, and the more silvery parts are louder parts.
Oh, I can't wait to get home and try that. Can I just try another one?
Let's try him.
If you've got one more,
With
and,
this
and
one. I
I
wonder if
think
he
by
can do
then the
this one.
nation will agree we've done a very
This is number 7.
comprehensive test.
Yeah, this is really.
You think this is the hardest?
Yes, but could be he knows the conductor as well.
This is the Shostakovich First and Ninth Symphony, played by Bernard Haitink.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can say, is there? There really isn't. You have just watched a phenomenal demonstration. Get your own records out. Try it yourself. Let's know if you have any success. I'm sure I would have none at all. My thanks to Sir George and Lady Solti. You've been wonderful company. Thank you for setting up such a very good test around a wide range. He really is amazing, isn't he? He really is. He is Dr. Arthur Lintgen. Thank you very much. Great. Incredible, absolutely incredible. Can't remember when I've enjoyed the show so much. And now we leave.